I try to fight it, but I can't deny how my heart races when I think about being with you. What is it that draws me in? I'm scared of falling for you, but every time I see you, I fall just a little bit more. There's a tension between us that I can't shake. It excites me, but it also terrifies me. Every moment we share makes me feel like I'm on the verge of something unforgettable, but also something I can't control. The way my heart races when I think about you, it's like I'm standing on the edge of something beautiful and dangerous. There's a part of me that's terrified of what we could be, but I can't stop wanting it. Why does it feel this way? My heart races with every thought of you. But what happens when that passion burns too hot to handle? Every thought of us together makes me feel like I'm walking into a fire. I'm burning with desire, but I'm afraid of the heat. I can't escape the pull you have on me. It's intoxicating, and it scares me more than I care to admit. What is it about you that makes me feel so alive and so terrified at the same time? Every second with you makes me feel like I'm falling deeper into something I can't control. What if I can't climb back out? Every touch, every look makes my heart race. But what if we're both falling for something we can't control? The more I think about us, the more I realize I'm scared of what we might become, but I can't stop myself from wanting it. My heart beats faster every time I picture us together. But does that mean I'm ready, or is it just the fear of what comes next? Every moment I spend thinking about you feels like a dance with danger. My heart races, but I can't seem to pull away. Why does my heart race when I think about us? Maybe because deep down I know it could be everything or nothing at all. Every moment we share feels like stepping into a dream. But what happens when I wake up and realize it's all too much? I can feel your presence in every part of me. It's like you're inside my thoughts, stirring something I'm not sure I can control. Every time you're near, my heart races faster. But what if that's a warning rather than a sign of desire? I can't tell if I'm falling in love with you or if it's the danger of what we might become that pulls me in. Every thought of you makes me feel like I'm walking on a tightrope, excited but terrified of the fall. I feel alive when I think about us, but it's that very feeling that keeps me awake at night, wondering if it's worth the risk. What if this connection is too intense for us to handle? Every part of me wants to find out, yet fears the consequences. When we're apart, my mind races with what could be, and it terrifies me because I've never wanted anything this much. The more I imagine being with you, the more I realize I might be falling into something deeper than I ever expected. Every glance we share sends a shockwave through me. But what happens when that spark turns into something we can't control? I keep thinking about what it would be like with you, and the idea makes my heart race with excitement and fear. The tension between us is like a fuse waiting to ignite. I'm afraid of what might happen if it does. Every time I think about us, I'm filled with a sense of longing, but also a fear that we might be walking into the unknown. There's a part of me that's afraid of how much I crave you, and another part that can't stop wanting more. When you're near, it feels like I'm on the edge of something incredible, but it also feels like I'm about to lose control. I try to push you out of my thoughts, but every moment without you feels like I'm missing something I can't quite name. It's strange, but every time I think about you, I feel a rush of excitement, followed by a wave of doubt. My heart beats so fast when I think of you, but what if that speed is a warning sign of something I can't handle? What if this connection we share is too much for us to control? Every part of me says yes, but my mind says run. I feel this pull toward you, stronger than anything I've ever felt. But every time I get closer, fear grips me tighter. There's a storm inside me every time I picture us. I can't decide if it's passion or fear that keeps me up at night. I want you more than I care to admit, but the closer I get to you, the more I fear the consequences of what that means. Why does it feel like every time I think of us, it's a game of tug of war between desire and fear? I know I want you, but the question that haunts me is, am I ready for everything that comes with it? I can't stop thinking about you, but the more I imagine us, the more I feel like I'm falling into something dangerous. The connection between us feels like a magnet, pulling me closer, but I'm terrified of what might happen when I give in. I wonder if you feel the same pull that I do, the kind of attraction that excites and terrifies all at once. The thought of you consumes me, each heartbeat faster than the last. I can't tell if I'm craving you or fearing you. Every time I picture you in my life, it's like a storm raging in my chest. I can't escape the intensity of it. Do you ever feel like you're standing on the edge of something big, something terrifying, but you can't look away? I'm drawn to you in a way that makes my soul burn, yet my mind tells me to step back, but I can't. In the quiet moments, I hear my heart racing, but it's not just for you, it's for the fear of what we could become. Why do I feel so alive when you're near, yet so terrified at the same time? I don't know how to handle this. Every glance we share sends electric shivers through my spine. Is it desire or is it something darker? I try to hold myself back, but with every second that passes, I feel myself getting pulled deeper into you. I keep imagining us together, but the thought of it almost makes me want to run. Why is love so thrilling and terrifying? My heart races with every thought of you, but why do I feel this strange sense of dread creeping in as well? The closer I get to you, the more I feel like I'm walking on a razor's edge. Should I lean in or pull away? Every time I think about us, it's like a whirlwind of emotions, and I can't seem to stop it. I can feel your presence even when you're not around. It's exciting, but it leaves me shaken. I wonder if you feel it too, the pull between us, both magnetic and dangerous. It's like my heart is fighting my mind every time I think of you. What do I do when I want something that scares me? When I picture us, my heart races and my breath catches. What does it mean when you crave something, yet fear it? I want you more than words can express, but every thought of us together makes my pulse quicken in fear. The thoughts of being with you both excite and terrify me. It's a constant battle between desire and fear. Every time I imagine our future, I get chills down my spine. I can't decide if it's anticipation or dread. It's like I can feel the weight of our connection in every breath. The more I think about it, the more I fear it. I close my eyes and picture your face, and my heart beats like it might explode. Is this love or something else? What if this connection is more than we can handle? What if it's a force we can't control? There's a kind of chaos in my chest when I think about us. A fire that's too hot, but I can't extinguish it. Every time our eyes meet, I feel something deep inside me stir. But why does it feel like I'm walking into the unknown? When I imagine us, it's like the world stops, and all that's left is you. And I'm terrified of losing myself in it. I can't stop thinking about you, even when I try. It's like you've already claimed a part of me I never thought I'd give away. You pull at me in ways that I can't explain. It's like I'm standing on the edge of something incredible and terrifying. Every touch, every glance sends my heart into a frenzy. But what if it's too much? What if I can't handle it? The closer I get to you, the more I realize I've never been this afraid of anything. Why does love feel like this? It's strange to want something so badly, yet fear it so intensely. What if what we have is too much for me to handle? When I picture our lives together, my heart races. But with that excitement comes the fear of what we might lose. In the silence between us, my heart beats loud enough to drown out everything. But what is it afraid of? The more I imagine us, the more I feel like I'm chasing something dangerous, something that might consume me. I want to run towards you, but every step feels like I'm walking towards a cliff. Why does love feel like falling? My thoughts of you are like a storm in my mind. They're overwhelming, but I can't make them stop. I crave you in ways that scare me. Every fantasy of us feels like a beautiful, dangerous dream. I can't escape you. You haunt my every thought, my every breath. Is it love or something deeper? What is it about you that makes my heart race and my mind spin? The more I think about it, the less I understand. My heart races when I think about what we could be, but at the same time, it feels like a risk I'm not ready to take. Every time you're near, I feel this pull toward you. But it's not just attraction, there's something darker beneath it. I've never felt so drawn to someone, yet so afraid of what that pull might mean. The thought of us together sends shivers through me. I can't decide if it's excitement or fear of losing control. Every touch from you makes my heart beat faster. But what happens when we both lose ourselves in it? I know I shouldn't want you this badly, but every part of me craves you. Why does love have to be so overwhelming?